Welcome. Update here. Hello, guys. Hope that you guys are ready for another trading day. Let's begin today's session to look at the market to see where is our trading opportunity. Looking at here on, if you look at XAU USD, we will be looking at both of them, XAU USD, and also we can see some nice looking trend on Gbpujpy. Also euro dollar also trending, British pound US dollar as well trending. So let's begin with first of all XAU USD, and also we'll be looking at euro USD, British pound US dollar, and Gbpujpy, whichever showing better opportunity. I think GJ probably have seen the analysis that I posted early today. We can see here on Gbpujpy, this is where if you look at the 15 minutes, you can see on Gbpujpy there is a big head and shoulder, and then the market from this head and shoulder managed to break below, which is a very important level here on GJ. And closely look at it, you can see from here it's a big red candle on Gbpujpy, and with that red candle we might see the market potentially trending in that direction. So quite a few instrument trending, which is good, as this is NFP week, as you know. Today also there is a news coming up later today. If we look at the Forex factory calendar, let's look at the calendar here. So we can see that coming up later today, we will be covering that ADP non-farm employment change, followed by unemployment claims, and also coming up FOMC meeting minutes. So let's find out what kind of trading opportunity we might have, as with the news yesterday we have seen there was a gap open here 30 minutes if we look at, and with that gap open the market managed to have a strong drop, and the market now in a sideway, so with a local uptrend. And but I think that we may see the price breaking below. Potentially we could see that this is an important level of support here, and from that support, okay, so this is a support here. There is a, you can see there is a this is a order block. The market is in a local uptrend, and in that uptrend, what I think that we may see the price is going back up to fill that gap, which we might see eventually. And locally we can see there is a breakdown here. So the bigger trend is up. So if you look at the daily, also this is the daily support on XAU USD, and I will be marking up that both levels. So this is where a key level that I would say, this is an order block here. You can see there was a reversal pattern here with this for this uptrend, and if the market is coming to that support or breaking below this here, that's where we will find better trading opportunity for this instrument. So that's where we'll be looking for entry as soon as we will find that. So let's wait to see where is the best entry opportunity. This is the primary plan that we will be using in this instrument. But in the meantime, if we see any other instrument showing us trading opportunity also we'll be looking at. And I would appreciate if you're here, give a thumbs up, like this stream, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. So okay, so here is, you can see this is a narrow structure formation here on XAU USD. Okay, so this is a narrow structure, and from that structure we can expect for the what I think that we might see the price want to see that it dropped well below, so that we have proper bounce here, and based on that we can look for trading opportunity. Let's see, this is where there's a gap open here as well. So with this gap open, there's a gap open, narrow gap, but still it's in a local downtrend. So 1 minute chart we are looking at, it's in a downtrend. So from here, a big drop, pullback, big drop, pullback. The market is forming series of lower high and lower low. So here, because it's a globally uptrend, I will be biased to bullish trading opportunity here. So let's look at to see what kind of this is the level primary that we will be looking at to find out the proper entry. So this is an important level of support here, there's a gap here, and this is a fair value gap. So if you are not sure about the fair value gap, also you can discuss. So here is, you can see there's a fair value gap. So if the market is coming here, that's a very important zone, as this is also the daily support level. And if the market hitting the daily support, which we might see eventually, but I will not be selling here because, as I mentioned, it's a globally uptrend. So you see here also there's a trend line here that we can connect and to see how it is reacting to that trend line. So this is a trend line here. Okay, so we can see that this is support here, support here, support here, and from that support, okay, so you can see back to back two narrow red candle formation. And yeah, so we could see that locally some bearish pressure here. Want to see that it's melting in the direction. Eventually we could see breaking below to the support, and then what we can expect for the market to come down, break the low, and potentially revert back to the upside to create a new higher high. So I hope that you guys understanding the analysis. Let me know if you have any question. In the meantime, thank you very much. Welcome, and you can write something on the live chat if you have any question. In the meantime, let's the most important part here is to look at the market that is trending and find out the trend. Finding out the trend is important when we are especially in the beginning of the trading career. It's sometimes become very difficult to find out the trend, and that's why I use the multi-time frame analysis. I think guys also do the same thing. So looking at the multi-time frame approach is always the best way to find out the trend, because you might see one trend in one direction, and then if you see that, let's say, a downtrend in the lower time frame, you might see an uptrend in higher time frame. So this is what we can see. If you look at the daily chart here, you can see from the daily, this is a long-term bull market. Okay, so this is a long-term bull market, and in that bull market, so you can see that locally the market is coming for that deeper drop here to the daily support. So this is the daily support here, and once the market hit the daily support, we can expect at least a short-term bounce in that direction here. So looking at here, okay, so this is the 1 hour chart. a very sharp drop here from the 1 hour perspective, and looking at the lower time frame, 15 minutes, sharp drop. So this is a fair value gap. We'll wait for the market to penetrate that level. So this is on the 5-minute chart. Looking at the 1-minute perspective here, we can see that the market is in fact in a sharp, you can see it's a sharp downtrend, and in that sharp downtrend where you can see the price is approaching that level. Okay, so 1-minute chart dropping to the daily support, nearing to that. Okay, so you can see this is the daily support, and looking at that, so you can see there is a rejection here. Okay, so support here, rejection, and this is on the daily support now. Let's wait to see how the market is reacting. Are you guys ready for a move here, for a potential entry? So if you're ready, so smash the like button now, and ready for potential entry if we find that. Definitely no trade without risk management. Definitely you must do the risk management if you want to trade the market, which is very important. And let's see, as you know, this is the 30 minutes chart, and I think that the price may reach that. You see there is a gap here. That gap is still unchecked, and we may see. So let's look at the daily support here, and this is the today's low here, which is from this level 34 pip. Okay, so there's a daily support. The market just has tested that order block here. Okay, so this is the today's low here, 34.44, and today's high. So this is how normally the best way to find out potential entry is to look for the low and high, and to find out exactly the potential range for the day. So here's locally it's forming a structure. So let's see that if the market managed to bounce from this level, but we can expect it to, I'm not entering yet, just to see potential opportunity. So looking at in this area here, so I'll be placing a pending order. As we can see, the market breaking below the daily support, coming to the order block. So I'll place a pending order above this bearish candle, so which is at 2649.64, which will be the buy stop, and I will be explaining later the reason behind the trade. So buy stop here in that area. So if we look at here's the buy stop, very near, we might see some rejection here at the moment. So 26.49.70, stop loss I'll put below the daily low, and TP target today's high, so which will be around, so the target will be around 53 pip if it bounced from this level, very near, you know that. So so looking at XAU USD, placing a pending order. I think it's gonna bounce. So either entering, it's near there. So I'm going to enter. So if we look at pending order 2649.70. So I place the pending order in that area. So in this one at buy stop at 2649.70, stop loss at 2645.33. Readjust the stop loss here. 2645.33. And I'll be also explaining the strategy behind and the education. So here main goal is for the educational purpose, so that we can learn and grow as a trader. So I got triggered with the trade. So my trade is active now. So my buy trade is active. So active buy trade here. And with that, we'll see that if it is the trade is active, we may see deeper liquidity grab, but there's a rejection from the top, from the daily level. It might be stronger liquidity grab. Let's see what's so if it is a expecting to have a rejection, so if it is a very long rejection, we might see. So once we are on the trade, okay, so if it is a bullish rejection, we should see that bounce. Now looking at the daily, here's the daily. Okay, so are you guys here? So let's see that on the price in a very crucial level. There are two probable scenario here. Looking at the 30 minutes. Okay, so in this area, the market had a very aggressive drop. An upside bias is expected. Now anything can happen, as you know that. So it's always a good idea is to do the risk management. And in the meantime, if you haven't liked this stream, I'd appreciate if you like this stream, because the YouTube algorithm likes it. So if you like this stream, it will be visible to more people, so you can like it to move up while we are expecting for the market to bounce. Though this 1 minute trend is still bearish, but the trade was taken based on the daily level. I'll be explaining more in depth once we see the trade is progressing, so that here, as I mentioned, in the academy as well as here, my main goal is to help you to understand how to open the trade by yourself. And that's why now in the academy, any trade that I'm opening, also I'm sharing the real trade execution, the live trade, that all the trade also to the members. So that's how one can learn and grow while we are here. And also in the academy, the members also can see the live trades for those who willing to progress and learn and grow as a trader. So here we see that there is a rejection here. Okay, so with that rejection, okay, so there is a rejection expecting if it is forming an inverted head and shoulder, then we might see that bounce. Let's see if it is forming that inverted head and shoulder. Thank you. Did you like this stream? Afternoon from South Africa. Welcome. Eurusd pulling down. Samuel, well, good afternoon. Thank you very much. Okay, so here is all right. So yeah, we can see some bullish bias. Still, it's susceptible to drop, but let's see where it is heading. I'm holding it with the expectation for a bounce from the daily level, at least quite a few peep. If we see a strong bounce, if it bounced initially, we should see at 2652.26, which will be almost 29 peep. If it bounce above this level, we will be first thing we will be moving the stop loss at entry, and then we'll be holding it. And yeah, let's yesterday also you had a very successful trade, and let's see today as well. I believe that here we are doing the real trading, so should be able to see some progression. But this doji is a red doji, so that might bring some downside momentum. I have done a full risk management, so it's very important that guys you do the proper risk management, which is very important to do as a trader. So looking at here, this is the 1 minute chart, long wick candle, expecting it to reject to the upside to create a new higher high. So here is, you can see this is forming an inverted head and shoulder. This is what you can see. Want to see that this 1 minute candle, if we see a long wick, that might give it a momentum to the upside. Are you guys enjoying the live session? Say yes if you are enjoying in the live chat. I want to see how many members are enjoying the live session. If you don't enjoy, then say no. Say something on the live chat. So you see that all the views. So I would like to see that everyone giving something on the live chat, as the trade might potentially expecting to move up. So when you're active, the trade also will be active. Yes, so Edwin is enjoying. Anyone else enjoying or no? So you can say no if you don't enjoy. Okay. Yes. Ananda, Jacqueline. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right. So, okay. Yes, enjoying. All right. So anyone enjoying the live session? Samuel, very good. Royal, thank you. Anyone else enjoying? Or you can say no if you don't enjoy, no problem. Being fully genuine. Okay, 100%. Welcome. That's very good to see that. Very good response from all of you. Absolutely appreciate your support to the channel. Now here, this candle is a little bit of rejection. So yeah, now if it is getting complete rejection, we might see that inverted head and shoulder formation. Otherwise we'll see that where it is heading. Well, like this stream, thank you very much. Welcome. Much appreciated your support. So want to see now that inverted head and shoulder formation, and then a bounce. Well, okay, so waiting for that. This is what I'm not expecting it to bounce back up. There is also possibility for okay, we'll see. This 1 minute candle is important for me. Want to see that it's closing with a potentially a little bullish momentum. We see narrow candle. The price action is still okay. So some if the buyers coming, we see sudden boom breakout from the daily. This is the daily opening and closing, which is a very important level. And from that daily level, we see that rejection. We might see at least to halfway to the upside. If it goes to the halfway, it might even go back to the resistance line to retest the daily high. Okay, so far the other way around could be it might come back here to retest the daily low as well. So be very cautious about your risk. Okay, so not more risk, which is very important. So here is here we need to wait to see how the market is reacting, as there is a news coming, as you know, that in or so. Okay, 30 minutes. Market is still showing some pressure. Now, how these candles are forming is important. Okay, getting rejection, which is a good sign. Okay, getting another bounce. So it's little, I would say that a little aggressive trade, but it's an important support level. Welcome. Thank you, Vishal. Very good. Very, very good. And Jamie, welcome. Thank you. So want to see here, there is a doji. A bounce is expected, but I think if we see gap open and rejection, so this is a 1 minute chart. $30 minutes, 15 minutes again. Now 15 minutes closing as a doji. And now this doji is an important question. Is it pushing the price back up? We see a 15 minutes candle close. Okay, so it pushed that price back up. So we are looks like some reaction primarily. And yeah, so first we'll be waiting to cross it 2652. If it cross here, then we can take half profit off. That means that half position close, and then moving the stop loss to the entry, which is very important to see. First want to see that it straight gone back up. See some movement. Thank you. Welcome. Got it. Got back. Some movement and it's got, yeah, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, that's what is happening. And some movement. Now there are two-way situation here. It might grab more liquidity or bounce back up. My bias is still to the upside here. Okay, you can see that here. Okay, so you can see a bounce, and want to see that it's forming that pattern that we are expecting. So we tested the swing support as a resistance. So here we are, my bias is still to the upside, and you can see low week projected. Let's go bulls. Yeah, we are on the bullish trade with slight profit running in, and I think we might see a bigger move initially. So if it is moving up, then expecting it to go up to retest. Okay, so primarily it's trying to form a bullish structure here. From here, a move, pullback. If it is forming that local bullish structure, merging with the global trend, expecting it to trend in the direction. In the meantime, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Okay. Okay, so you see some rejection coming potentially. So here is, you can see it's forming series of higher low, and series of higher low. Want to see that it's getting that rejection. Now this as there is a news coming in 1 hour, if we see very sideways movement, we might need to wait for the news to be published. But here failed to create a higher high, so that is something that we need to readjust it again. Let's see. So if we look at 15 minutes, it's still up. Look at the 5 minutes. All right, so 5 minutes. Want to see a strong bullish impulse here on the 5 minute chart, and that is, if we see that strong bullish impulse, that's where you could see the market is going up and creating a higher high. So here is support, expecting it to reject to the upside. We are at entry. It's forming a structure. Series of higher low, expecting it to go back up to create a new higher high. All right, so we can see the market is forming series of higher low, and we can expect it to bounce back up to this resistance line here, where an important level. So you'll see that expecting a potential uptrend. And thank you for joining the live session. Let's wait for the market to give us the best setup here. And well, we see that bias has been created, so we are on the profit side here. Look at the 1 hour, guys. You can look at, this is the 1 hour chart, and with this 1 hour, okay, there is a unusual drop here. Now before this candle close, it's important to look at, is again coming to fill that week, or it's returning back to the upside. This structure is not as news coming in 1 hour. We might see the trend, I think, in the next hour. Right, so far the bias still bullish in the side that we have opened the position, but I want to see a strong trend. Okay, so you can see here is that breakout. A very strong bounce. So far in the direction that we expected, and so we are up for almost 10 pips. So want to see that breakout. So we can see that it form a structure here, which is a reversal pattern, and that's a very important structure formation, expecting for the market to break that high. So you can see it's moving in that direction. Let's approach that level, which is a very important level of resistance line. Now, so far we see a rejection, strong bounce here. 1 minute chart, want to see that it's managed to break this high. This is a long week rejection here. It's important level of resistance. So far, the bulls look like that, potentially stronger. So you might see some movement here. So we can see some movement, and let's wait for that to happen. And so okay, so we see so far going according to the direction that we expected. Now, as it managed to penetrate that resistance line, expecting to go ahead to that level here where there is a 2652 level, which is an important level of resistance. So inverted doji. So far 15 minutes, the bias is still potentially to the upside. So I'd like to see that it managed to break out here. Are you guys with me? Thank you. All right, so the 1 minute doji formation here, and so the 1 hour chart, the candle close on the 1 hour, and very long week rejection from the 1 hour, therefore expecting it to revert in that direction to the major direction. So we see, okay, so we are on the go. A bullish candle is being formed so far, and that might lead potentially to the upside. We'll see that. Do you think it's a bullish price action or bearish price action? For me, I think it's still bullish. Good afternoon. That's a lot of bearish pressure too. So far, we here is so far. So this is a 1 hour chart. Let's look at again. And there's a very long rejection here. Therefore, possibility for going up is higher, but at the same time, we see some. Okay, so this 1 minute candle again, grabbing more liquidity here. Okay, so here is now, is it trying to form a head and shoulder? Then we might see deeper movement. And I think, yeah, see here is the bias still to the upside for me. Okay, that's awesome. We see some rejection, and with this rejection, okay, so with this rejection, we can expect trend continuation. Awesome, thank you. And 15 minutes, this candle closed, and it's gonna be okay. Want to see a breakout here. What's this? So there is a news coming, and let's see 1 hour candle close. So this is the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Because of the data coming, it's a little became choppy here. Here at the entry, so we see some it has come to the support again. So it penetrated the support again, and now returning back up. It's forming a bearish here again. So let's see how it is consolidating in that area. Okay, so you can see some the market changes very frequently. So the market moves, it's gonna change its trend and then restructure, um, changing the direction again. So the market moves. Sometimes it's very important to be patient with the market, as we discuss. Now, until the news, if it is in a sideway, it's gonna be little unexpected, but um, so here it tested this support here, right? So there is a now there is a liquidity grab here. Now if it is going up to create a new higher high, this is what we expecting. Now this this resistance is stronger because we saw that in the past the market got a rejection from the resistance, but as it gained momentum after breaking this support, grab liquidity, it may be able to go ahead and then to create a new higher high. So you can see that move. Awesome. We can see that bounce, and which is in our favor. All right, cool. Going up now. If as you mentioned, if it is breaking 2652 level, going up, then we'll be able to take partial. At the moment, still it's going. Okay, so see if it is forming this an inverted head and shoulder here, then we might see that rejection in that direction. Okay, so long wick candle. Now the bias what we need here, you can see forming a higher low and then to reject in that direction, which is the essential part. If you look at here, you can expect it to form that series of higher low and then to get a rejection to the upside. Okay, so it formed a doji. So we need to form create doji here, and that's the two dojis. We can expect it to break out. Oh, there is a back-to-back two dojis and double rejection. Now from here, expecting for the market to go back up and then to move up to create a new higher high. So you see that there is a potential move possible. Would like to see that the trend momentum is to the upside, which is very important to see. If you guys look at the 1 hour chart, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. So now market still hesitating to okay, so here so from the 1 hour, it has come for a weak fill as the news is coming. See what we will be doing. Now before NFP, ADP non-farm. Okay, so the candle closed here 15 minutes. It looks to me this red candle is a bearish, but the overall trend is bullish. So we'll see what's happening. Be patient here. Okay, so 1 minute candle, back to back two dojis. We'll be waiting to see some here after back-to-back two dodges. It's got a rejection here. Penetrated the support. Okay. Again has dropped to the daily support, right? So this is the daily support. Now from the daily support, which way it's gonna bounce back up? It's an important point to look at. So it has had a from this rejection point. So here you need to wait to see how far. It's in a very crucial level. If it wants to reverse, then this is the point. Should be doing that, or here it is suddenly has got a very strong rejection, and now we will be waiting to see if it is because it has broken that low. Okay, if it is rejecting, then we should be able to see that rejecting from this support level here. And okay, now we'll see the news coming in 40 minutes. This is a very unusual drop, but see what's happening. Okay, so from the daily perspective, so it's unusually dropped to the support. We'll be waiting to see what's happening. I'm still holding it. There's no point of closing in the middle. So 4 hour, if we look at, okay, so this is the 1 minute chart, and that's a very aggressive drop, is I think because of the data prediction. See what's happening next, and we might need to let this trade go. The stop loss below the support level. Okay, so getting some rejection. Let's see if it is a rejection or correction. As it is a daily support, now this is a daily support. It is possible for the market to have a bounce. Now if it had a bounce before the news, it might be quite aggressive bounce. We'll see that what's happening. And from that point of view, we are still alive on this trade, the last moment. I think there might be a change in sentiment. There might be a change in sentiment. In that case, we could see very aggressive move. And going in our favor here. if it is changing the sentiment before the news, that might possible to go back up to our target that we have expected. All right, let's hold it here. Okay, getting a rejection and want to see that it's moving up to the resistance line, which is very important to see. Forming reversal and okay, let's see. This is a 4 hour candle, very unusual sharp drop. And so want to see 15 minutes closed also with a candle long wick at the bottom. Now so we can expect a rejection as there is a news coming in 30 minutes. Want to see the volume in the market, and here if it is forming that inverted head and shoulder again, here could be in that direction. The bulls still not very strong, but slowly trying to pick up. They're Lord Bearish. Yeah, welcome. Thank you. Okay, so 2651. Yeah, thank you very much. Welcome. Uh, yeah, we're still on a trade. So we'll gap here. Now, yeah, so here would like to see a rejection Okay, so forming a higher low, giving a potential rejection. All right, so yeah, there's a gap open, and yeah, we are alive on the trade, moving again to the direction. All right, so we see that it's trying to move up. If it is successfully managed to form that inverted head and shoulder and reverse, then we might see going back up to the resistance line, which is primary goal here, to see that it's going there. And yeah, we can see that we can see some possibility to move in that direction. Are you guys with me? So for those who all open, is still running today, I think seller are going deep. I got leaving 100%. Okay, bye. 2630. You guys are with me? So are you running the trade with me? Are you guys with me? You can write on the live chat yes if you're running, or if you are not, then you can say no. All right, so good evening. I mean, okay, keep running, Nefi. Well. All right, so we see that there is a gap here also. The price action here bullish. Jackie, yes. So anyone else running the trade? Yes, 100. Welcome. Very good. So we are approaching our entry, and that is a structure formation. As the news is coming, want to see some aggressive move, and that might lead that again to the resistance line here. Welcome. Okay, so that's where looks like we see some bullish call here. Though it is a support turning resistance, you might see some resistance here, but if it managed to penetrate that way, we could see that it's ultimately going back up to the level. Very good. Okay, so we can see it's going that way. We are running profit at the moment, little bit cross that entry, and now we'll be holding for this is the patience. As I mentioned, patience always pays off. So it's always a good idea to trade on the so patience pays off always. Okay, so it's always a good idea to hold the trade even when it's move in, even not moving in our favor. With a proper risk management, holding a trade is the key. And here is want to see that it's having a jump to the upside. And if it is having a jump, we might see crossing, going back up, boom, to the TV target. Yeah, okay. So I will be holding it to the full. I think if it managed to break out, we might see going to test the daily high. Right, so we are nearing there. As the news coming in few minutes, expecting to see some significant spike. Okay, so yeah, bull move so far. I would like to post a poll to see, do you think that, guys, as the news is coming, do you think it's gonna be spike up or down? Let's today's poll start with with the spike. Okay, Okay, so do you think his spike is up or down? There will be spike definitely as there is a news. Spike up or down. So I posted a poll here, and so cast a vote. Okay, so here we can see that this is a bullish candle, and we see that this is a expecting to break to the upside. All right, so you can see the market is heading to the upside, and we might see that it's going back up to the resistance line, which we are expecting here to happen. All right, cool. So far, significantly bullish. We are running in the profit zone. All right, cool. Thank you. This is a, I think it's gonna push that back up again to the daily high. Cool. Skip up and awesome. It's moving in that direction, and we might see that further upside holding it. Are you guys holding with me? Okay, it's on the resistance line. It has got a rejection here. Okay, now got a rejection, but still holding it, because if the market is with the news, as it has got a rejection from here, expecting it to revert back to the uh, daily resistance. Okay, so I'm still up, still holding it for the upside bias here. All right, so you can see that it move up. Very cool. And from that point of view, news is coming in just I think in a couple of minutes. Right, so it's coming in. If you look at the Forex factory, in 30 minutes time, ADP non-farm employment change is coming, and that's gonna be spike. Let's see what you guys are up to. If we look at 25 votes, can you cast a vote to see spike up 76%? Hope you think that spike up, and 24% think that spike down. So let's wait to see how the market is reacting to that. Now okay, so you see had a bounce here. Right, so that is where okay, if it is because it has made that reversal pattern, I will still be expecting it to go up and hit that 2652 level. Right, so we see that 2652 level, expecting it to go up and hit that 2652. That's awesome. Okay, my entry here on 2649.70. Let me readjust it. Okay, so here we are running that on this profit, and some movement. The bias is to the upside still. Right. Has made a significant bounce. Expecting a spike to the upside. Right, so you majority of them think that a spike up. I think so. The market is potentially doing that, and yeah, patience pays off. So you're patient, and the market is almost moving in that direction. So going in that direction, and okay, so here so far we are now running 19 pip profit running. News is coming, we'll still be holding. Let's see that how the price might be impacting. All right, so you see that pretty strong bounce here, and all right, cool, we got that here. We got that here. The market made its move, and we say that the price is in fact heading in that direction to create a new higher high. So far very strong upside bias, and narrow candle formation. Wanting to see that it's you can see forming series of higher low. Okay, forming series of higher low, expecting it to bounce back up. Cool, we can see the market is going in the direction. Are you guys with me? Yes, okay, so yes, holding. So thank you very much, welcome, well done. And let's celebrate this trade with an education. Okay, so what was the strategy behind it? All right, so what was the strategy behind it is very important, right? What is the strategy behind it? You can see the market in fact moved crossed that high that we were discussing about, that level, and after cross of that high, okay, so we are at the point now. As the news is coming in very soon, we should see some spike as the market managed to bounce here. What I'm going to do here now, I will be taking that partial profit on this. So partial profit means that half of the position will be closed and moving the stop loss at entry, so that we can reduce the risk. So I've taken the half position off and moving the stop loss at entry. So we can take, I have taken the half position off and moving the stop loss at entry, which is basically has given higher probability for, so the market is heading to that gap that you discuss about as there is a you know, as there is a news coming. So you might see that the price ultimately filling that gap that we discuss about. So you can see there's a gap here. Okay, so there's a gap which is yesterday's news, and today's news might go up and fill that gap. And as the market trend is up still, so my stop loss is here at the moment. So stop loss at entry. So SL at entry, and you can see the SL at entry, and this is a pretty strong move here. Stop loss at entry, and we can see the market form series of higher low, expecting it to bounce back up to create a new higher high. All right, so this is where you can see this is a move. So yeah, we can see that bounce back to the upside. Are you guys with me? So half position is still running, and yeah, let's understand the education as well. Now did you subscribe to the channel? It might be very you know, all the education that I'm posting every single day. Okay, so we'll be able to helpful to you to understand all the education that I'm posting every single day. All right, thank you very much. So here is, you can see the market cross that high, form that structure. Want to see that it's now breaking to the upside to create a new higher high. So our trade is risk-free at the moment. So stop loss at entry, which is the risk-free trade. Now we'll be waiting for the full TP hit, one more bounce potential. And I think that before the news, this is what expecting. But if it drops in that direction, then we will be, the rest of the half will be break even. And yeah, let's see how it might be doing. And in the meantime, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up. Cool. So you can see here, this is a drop in that direction. And with that drop, we can see the market. Here you can see this is a big move, pullback, another move, expecting now to trend in the direction to create a new higher high. So far, the trend is still maintaining that bullish market structure. Awesome. Thank you very much. So one half is half closed, the other half is running on. Okay, here forming, wanting to see this form series of higher low and then return back to the upside. Now 1 hour candle closing, let's see what kind of price exchange form. So 1 hour candle, which is a very strong rejection from the support level, and that rejection, what I think that might fuel the price to go back up again, as there is a gap open here with the news. So the market dropped well below it has completed that inverted head and shoulder. So we might see that expecting with the upcoming news the price to return back to its original position where the market open with a gap. Okay, so this is where the gap, right? This is a gap, and that's a very important level. So here is where is the gap. Cool, let's look at that. And wanting to see that. Okay, so you can see that pullback. If it is continuing, we might see that trend continuation in that direction. Okay, cool. We are on the positive side. Yes, welcome. Thank you very much. Jiska, Sarasani here. Where are you from? Thank you, welcome, and thank you for joining. If you anyone new here, just letting you know that if you are new, the first thing as a trader, you need to know that lot sizing. Okay, so if you don't know how to calculate the lot size, then there are some apps and website available. It's better to have a lot size calculator. If you are not lot sizing based on your risk percentage, which is very important, and if you have an account that is very small, then probably you can use a very fixed lot with a very smaller that lot. But the most important part here, it's important that you always calculate the lot based on your the risk percentage in each trade, which is very essential. Next thing that you need to focus on the risk management. I would highly recommend you only to focus on learning, so rather than trading. Okay, so you see that bounce and want to see that it's going up, hit the TP, guys. Are you with me? So let's wait for the market to get crazy and hitting the TP potentially. And our target here, 47 pip, second day. I will be putting that. So you'll be still waiting for the full TP hit, though it is a risk-free trade. Okay, so you see that it's nearing there. Here's the TP 26. Move that TP a little upside here. Okay, so TP at 2655.09. All right, so I waiting for the hit, and as soon as the TP will hit, I would like to see all the members who got the TP saying yes, I got the TP. Okay, I got TP hit in my account. So okay, I got a TP hit, and I would like to see how many members here had got a TP hit. Welcome, thank you. So let me know in the live chat if you have got the TP hit. Say yes, and if you didn't like this stream, you can like that, and also if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so. And let's wait for the next what we can look at, as there will be news. I will be covering that to see what's happening in the market, to understand exactly how the market is playing out. So let's look at that. And here, as you can see, there's a gap. The trend is highly bullish. All right, so let's wait for that. Okay, so Gaza. Okay. Now here is the most important part, is to hold the trade. All right, so you can see we had a drawdown, but ultimately it managed its way to the upside. And this is a very sharp reversal pattern formation here, you can see. And then it managed to bounce back up. Now, this is what I was talking about, that when you see the market in a very important crucial level, especially on the daily support, this is where we might see that the market in fact moving with an aggressive movement here. All right, so let's wait for the data to come up, and then we'll see that how the market might be evolving. Thank you. You are always welcome. Stay connected by joining also the free Telegram channel, where I do share some of all my education, trades, as well as the ideas that I'm posting every single day, so that you can learn and grow as a trader, which is very important. And okay, okay, let's look at that now. And okay, so this is a move, a very strong move here with a stronger momentum, and it's approaching that gap level here. As with the spike coming up potentially in 10 minutes, waiting for the spike. And I think that the market may go back. If you look at the daily, you see that from here it got a bounce, so we might see that it may potentially go back to the daily resistance line here, as it gained a very strong momentum. All right, so momentum is very important, and it might now move back up to the daily resistance line, right? So which is pretty important to look at. All right, so here is, you can see the market from here. Okay, so a strong 1 hour rejection followed by a couple of bullish candle, and we'll see that where it is heading. Okay, so there is an inverted head and shoulder, you can see. Expecting for the market to go up and then to create a new higher high. Okay, so that's forming that inverted head and shoulder. So this is a resistance line, and I think that the market may continue to go up to that resistance line with the spike. And as this is a, you can see there is a very considerable amount of liquidity gap, that I would say. Therefore, we might see that the market is going back to that level here, right? So, and pretty strong bounce. Want to see that going ahead and feeling that long wick at the top. Are you guys with me? Okay, so you see that if we look at the pool here, so we can see that 57 votes, 77% spike up. You guys are right. So you see that spike up. So far, still we have 7 minutes to go, but so far before the news, the spike has come out to be in the major direction. So as is still the price didn't hit that gap. So we see that the price on the gap, but still it didn't fill that gap here. Okay, so you can see that there is this is a gap open, and so there is you can see there is okay, there is a gap open, and with that gap open, expecting for the market to fill that gap as okay. So it's really again. Okay. Now, narrow doji, so spike still could be to the upside, and I think that we might see um, potential bounce here. Okay, so here is thank you very much. Did you guys have you guys liked this stream? How long are you how long as you as a trader, sir? Oh yeah, quite a long. How long you guys are trading? I'm quite a long. I think it's more than 10 years. Yeah. Uh, what's your trading experience? Thank you. Welcome. So we see that from here there is a bounce. Share your experience as well. How long you are trading before the news? 5 minutes to go. That is cool. It's moving up. Okay, so there's strong upside momentum. Okay, so the pretty strong upside momentum here, and we can see the market is in fact has gone back up. So inverted head and shoulder formation, potentially moving back to the upside, and waiting for the news, because before the data it's not a good idea to open any position at the moment. So it's a good idea to wait for the data to come up, and then we'll see what market is presenting to us. There's a gap which is going to fill. Now we can see on XAUSD. So we are 3 minutes away from the data to come up, and 1 year with Oliver Velez's strategy. What's that? I haven't heard of it, but could be something new. Yeah, we welcome. Welcome to the academy. Definitely, here there is something that for those who are here, some of our members for a very long time. So yeah, you can if you're in this channel, then if you stick to long enough, you will see that the education as well as the strategy that we use is unique. To You'll not find the education that we do here anywhere, and you see our live trade as well every single day. Now, understanding the market is the most important part. Every trader want to become an independent trader. It's not that, no one wants to rely on someone else for the signals and for everything, but the most important part here is to become an independent trader. And to become an independent trader, the first step is to, okay, so to become an independent trader, the first step number one, is to have a clear setup, what I'd say, the goal when you want to become a profitable trader in one year, 6 months, 3 months, and then stick to it long enough, okay, so that you can get it. Trading is hard, but at the same time it's easy, depending on how you are looking at it. That's why we have, the strategy that we trading, all my strategy also transform into an AI, which both way, okay, so we can trade manually and also we can use the AI, depending on the level of education. That's what here. So this is the time coming, and what I think that as a trader we should have clear understanding of the system strategy, so that we can use when we need it in every way possible, right? So depending on your type or personality or work style, you can use those strategy either to trade by sitting down in front of the computer, which many traders prefer, I also prefer, or if you are very busy, you are good enough, you can use the AI trading tool to do it for you. So depending on your preference and style, but the most important part here is to know how trading works, okay, so which is most people in the beginning it become hard, right? So it's hard to know how trading works until one devote or one give enough time to understand it. So for those who are beginner, that I would say that for getting everything, the most important part that you need to look at is to understand three fundamental aspect of the market: structure, liquidity, and price action. And then the rest you can learn slowly. So here, let's look at what's happened in the market. Does the data come out? Because there isn't much reaction in the market. So you can see that here, Arabian non-farm employment change 122k, focus was 139k. I think this waiting for this one, unemployment claims, and then we might see that move. So far, what's happening? Here we haven't seen much reaction. I think the market is waiting for the next one because the spike already happened, and the market is waiting for the next one, and we might see that the next one might give a very strong momentum. Very good. Okay, so looking at also what's happening with the GBP JPY, we saw that bearish price action. It's for sell that you had seen that early today on GJ has dropped back here. GBP USD also had a significant drop on both of this instrument, GBP JPY and GBP USD. We can see from this level there is a significant drop. XAUSD had a bounce. Anyone trading with any other instruments such as the GJ, or so we can see the market in fact made its move significantly, and in now for us for me to enter again, I'll be waiting for a break of structure, which is very important to see. Next, say USD. Let's look at that now. Now, this is the 1 hour, 4 hour candle, which is closing in 40 minutes. It has, you can see it has come to that support. The way it has formed the price action, a very high probability the market will move back up to that resistance line. And with that being said, a very strong bounce, pretty strong bounce here. Made its move significantly. All right, so here is all right, the market is getting slowly momentum, getting volume. So review on that, 1 month, 3 months. Okay, so what's your analysis for gold 2025? Okay, it's a bull market. So if you look at the monthly, so if you look at the yearly prediction here, it's a bull market. So I think from the monthly, let's look at a very bigger perspective. Let's delete all of these lines here at the moment. For the, so it is a bull market. Okay, so you can see that it's a very strongly bull market, as because there is a back-to-back 2 months of pullback, we might see that potentially the monthly sideway, but that monthly sideway might be forming potentially a triangular pattern here. Okay, and that triangular pattern may break again to the upside. So because it's a bull market, so what is going up is likely to go up. That's the law of trading. So always trading with the trend is the best way to trade the market. So if you look at here, you can see that from here, okay, so whenever we see that bull market, we can expect it to remain bullish for long term. That's how the market moves, right? So you can see that here is 5 minutes. A strong bullish candle has formed on the 5 minutes again, which is as news is coming. Okay, so you can see market trying to form. All right, so very impressive bullish price action here. Now for re-entry, because there is a news, the spike could be could take us out of the trade. So I'd look for entry at the moment here. All right, so here is very strong potential bounce. Awesome. Now 7 more minutes to go for the news to come up, and then we'll see that what you can do. All right, so with this inverted head and shoulder formation, a very strong breakout, and so the price in fact has reached that gap level, and from that gap, what we can expect for the market to to reach that level here to the resistance line to create a new higher high. So we have 3 minutes to go for the news to come up, and in these 3 minutes, what we can see that if the market forming a liquidity candle potentially in this area on the lower time frame. So if you look at here, you can see there is a bounce here, and if it is forming a strong liquidity candle, then we may see that bullish continuation. And for potential entry, I'll be waiting for the market to come down here and then form that liquidity candle. Okay, so have you closed? Yeah, our trade is closed by the market with the running with the profit target hit. Okay, yeah. So the trade was closed with the profit target hit, and so you can see the market basically. If you look at in that area, you can see this is there is an inverted head and shoulder breakout, breakout, pullback. So basically in that area, what we can see that it's this is where bounce and multiple liquidity grab. As before the news, you can see it's trying to return again to the support level here. Now it may come and grab the liquid and then could bounce back up again. So we might see that that the price is doing that from the bigger picture perspective. Okay, so here is so this is an important level of support. That's a spike. That's a spike, as I mentioned. Now that's very important to see if the spike is it a liquidity grab or it's trying to drop again. From the gap open, I think it's a liquidity grab, potentially could be. So let's see how this 1 minute closing. If it is a liquidity grab, we should see that trend continuation again. I think the bulls is still active. What the came out to be the outcome of the data. Now looking at that one, we can see that this is a ADP non-farm employment change here. 22k, unemployment claim 201k. So it's a mixed data. Now what is happening here? Okay, so you can see doji, and you need to look at to see what kind of okay, so if it is breaking out, then we might see that movement in that direction. Now if it is head and shoulder, it may completely break towards the downside, but we need to see here kind of close 30 minutes with a long wick, and yeah, there is an inverted head and shoulder on the 30 minutes. We can see that. So if it is rejecting to the upside, then we should be able to see that weak fill. If this is filling that weak, then we could see a higher high. And I think that we may see the market is going up and then filling that long week, which we could see eventually. And from that point of view, so the price action here, but I think there is still bullish in that area. We'll see that how the price. No, I'm not jumping on a trade at the moment. Okay, so I'm not jumping on a trade. We'll be waiting for that to happen. Now, what's happening with the euro dollar? Let's look at that one here on euro dollar. What happened? We can see that there was a massive drop here on euro dollar. British pound US dollar also had a massive drop, and Gbpjpy had a massive drop here. So all of them, as expected, we can see there was a big drop. XAUUSD, after this massive liquidity gap before the candle close, forming a kind of doji here, and I think that now the way the price is in a zone where if it is even closing as a doji, then the bias still could remain to the upside as the market grab the liquidity from the support level. If you look at here 1 hour, we can see the price in that zone here, and okay, so here is um, okay, so you can see the market. This is the 5 minutes, very big drop here. It's coming to for another neckline retest. Patience is very important when we are opening position. Okay, so it formed a narrow doji, and the way the price action forming, we might see a structure formation here, and if it is forming a full-blown head and shoulder, then we could see the drop. But I still think that the market may remain to the upside, as this market, you can see it is a very sharp bullish structure formation here. Therefore, the bias is still for me to the upside. For an entry opportunity, we'll be waiting for a very nice looking bullish price action. Then we can go for that entry opportunity. We'll be waiting for a better opportunity here. As soon as we will find, we will be entering into the trade. You can see the market trying to move up, and I think that you can see there is a rejection here, so that rejection could lead that price to the upside here. So 15 minutes, a long week candle. The bias is still to the upside. Because it has broken this support. Okay, so it gained a very strong momentum here. Very interesting price action is being formed here. What kind of structure is forming now? This is look to me a new structure being formed here, but I think that's that could lead bullish continuation. So you can see after this drop, instead of coming down, it start to bounce back up. So this is a pure liquidity grab, and the bias therefore could remain to the upside. Thank you for joining the live session, and it is a great session today as well. So we had a successful bullish trade, and here as then all the news, I think that there is anything else coming up. Looking at the Forex factory, any other data coming? Yeah, so today FOMC, and that before that the market definitely will remain very volatile. I'll keep trading until the end of the anyway session, and I'll see you again very soon, guys. Trading live together. We'll be waiting for an entry. You can see it's in a sideway. I was expecting another entry, but we'll look at it as soon as we will find that. We'll be looking for further entry opportunity. And I will also keep you posted on the channel. If you guys subscribed and press that bell notification, then you will be able to see all the posts that I'm posting every single day, including live education, analysis, as well as the all the posts that I'm giving every single day. So with that being said, thank you very much for joining this live session. I believe that you enjoyed this live and had learned something here very different. And with that being said, I will see you again very soon trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy.